As the TV industry reconfigured itself in the past year to revolve around streaming and cord cutting accelerated during the pandemic, it seemed that the door had closed on linear scripted hit shows that could draw huge audiences. That was also true for basic cable, where the majority of the most popular shows had long since moved to streaming services. Yellowstone, on the other hand, never got the memo and has gone on to become Autumn TV's biggest success story and a rare linear hit. Season 4 of the Paramount Network drama, which stars Kevin Costner as the patriarch of a family that owns the country's biggest continuous ranch, opened to record-breaking ratings this month. With its simulcast on CMT, Pop, and TV Land, as well as Paramount Network Encore, the same night it debuted on November 7th was seen by a remarkable 14.7 million people. As a result, the Season 3 premiere night was viewed by 58% more people than the 9.3 million who watched the Season 3 premiere night last year. And it was watched by more people than anything else in prime time that night or week, including NBC's Sunday Night Football. Yellowstone received 10.5 million total viewers on Paramount Network, up 60% from the Season 3 premiere, 6.5 million, while its adult 18 to 49 rating increased 64% from 2.56 to 4.19. It was the most watched cable season debut since The Walking Dead in 2017. To put it another way, claims of linear television's demise have been overblown. Unlike most scripted material, recent episodes of Yellowstone cannot be accessed on SVOD streaming service. Only the Paramount Network app is available to authorized cable members. NBC's universal rival platform, Peacock, purchased the streaming rights to Yellowstone before its rating rise, preventing episodes from airing on Viacom's CBS-owned streamer, Paramount+. The show deserves every bit of the numbers, but I'd be lying if I didn't say we were even surprised at how big it was, said Chris McCarthy, president and CEO, MTV Entertainment Group. It certainly exceeded expectations. Advertising has also flocked to Yellowstone. Viacom CBS virtually sold out of its Yellowstone inventory prior to the Season 4 launch, and every episode this season has featured bespoke advertising. And while Yellowstone is giving Paramount Network a major boost and has temporarily postponed a long-planned rebranding, see more details below, McCarthy and his team are now working to leverage its success by expanding it into a franchise that will also nurture Viacom CBS streaming and broadcast arms. Mayor of Kingstown, a new Paramount original from Yellowstone co-creator Taylor Sheridan and starring Jeremy Renner, about a prominent family in a tiny Michigan town that revolves on the prison business, premiered last Sunday after Yellowstone's second episode of Season 4. It was the greatest scripted cable debut since Yellowstone in 2018, with 2.6 million total views on Paramount Network. And it was also Paramount Plus's #1 scripted drama since the streamer's relaunch in March, according to Viacom CBS. And on December 19th, Paramount Network will also simulcast the debut of 1883, a Yellowstone prequel starring Sam Elliott, Tim McGraw, and Faith Hill, that will also show its first 2 episodes on the cable network before transferring exclusively to Paramount Plus. MTV Entertainment Group CMO Jason White said Yellowstone's success speaks to the strength of the ecosystem in entertainment right now. While streaming appears to be the future of the game, linear has a fantastic engine that aids the overall ecosystem's development. McCarthy and White spoke with Adweek about the key moves that help facilitate Yellowstone's huge linear debut, and where the franchise goes from here. It was a big risk, but clearly the rewards are paying off, said McCarthy. Yellowstone was substantially over-indexing in B, C, and D counties in a way that no other show was getting close to. He discovered in Neil's parlance, B counties have at least 85,000 households, but a population of under 150,000. C counties have more than 20,000 households, and D counties are the most rural. Especially on linear, we're looking for mass commercial hits, said McCarthy, and we can't be a mass commercial business playing to the coasts. Did you know Yellowstone almost got canceled? McCarthy, who notably resurrected VH1 and MTV for Viacom, brought Paramount Network, along with Comedy Central and TV Land, to his jurisdiction 2 years ago as a part of a leadership shakeup ahead of Viacom's merger with CBS in December 2019. McCarthy stated of Paramount Network at the time, "We needed to make some modifications and make the business more successful." Given the show's large budget, canceling Yellowstone may have appeared to be the most apparent way to cut expenses to some. But McCarthy had other ideas after looking through the data. Yellowstone was substantially over-indexing in B, C, and D counties, and in a way that no other show was getting close to. To begin expanding up that world, starting with the mayor of Kingstown, in 1883, Sheridan was signed to a bigger agreement by the firm in February 2020, which was eventually extended a year later. McCarthy shifted the show from Wednesday to Sunday, where watching numbers are greater. For Yellowstone's third season in summer 2020, when compared to season 2, the adjustment paid off. Ratings increased by 2/3 in both total viewers and adults. Then ahead of season 4, McCarthy got even more ambitious. "We wanted to get the show everywhere," he said, which meant pushing beyond the 70 million homes with Paramount Network. According to McCarthy, the business launched an aggressive effort to entice customers to download to own the program, paying for whole seasons on devices such as Apple TV. As a result, download to own income grew from 20 million in season 2 to 60 million in season 3. Frequent airings on Pluto TV, Viacom's free ad-supported streaming service, helped expand the fandom, as did marathons on Paramount Network. In October 2020, NBC Universal CEO Jeff Shell informed investors that Peacock was one of the platform's top performers, despite the fact that the company hasn't provided numbers. Social media really helped boost the show's reputation. Meanwhile, CMO White, who joined in April, devised a social media effort to generate enthusiasm for the program. He concentrated on the character of Beth Dutton, Kelly Riley's portrayal of Costner's daughter, making her into a popular meme. "I adore this. People will comment on Instagram, 'Which of these people are you talking to right now?' They would then learn about the franchise," White explained. Last Thanksgiving, the marketing team launched a Yellowstone TikTok channel that currently has 600,000 subscribers. Since the season 3 finale in summer 2020, they've attracted 2 million followers across Yellowstone's different social channels. "It was this continuous drumbeat that wouldn't cease, month after month," said White. The marketing team also took advantage of the cliffhanger in season 3's finale, in which Costner's character is killed. "We thought it was time to really put the fuel on the fire," White added, igniting the "Who Shot John Dutton" on Reddit and social media. There was a question. MTV Entertainment Group paid for and live tweeted several of the Yellowstone marathons on Paramount Network. "We built appointments watching on reruns," White explained. "However, we handled them as if they were brand new events, and we wanted to keep that community energized." Because football drives more people into live TV, McCarthy said of Yellowstone's season 4 debut being shifted out of the summer for the first time ever and into the autumn during the peak of NFL season. He also added Pop as an extra simulcast network for the premiere. The show had an ambitious franchise strategy, and it's also what helped McCarthy and his staff understand that the show's connection with viewers, tackling themes in the heartland that aren't being spotlighted on other shows, was what made it franchise material. Today, it's a TV series. Tomorrow, it may be cinema. Who knows? Maybe it could be a metaverse down the road, added McCarthy. Sheridan, who is prolific, appears to be eager to start as many offshoots as possible. McCarthy emphasizes that the first 2 new shows were written, cast, and shot inside a year, during a pandemic, no less. That's unheard of. That's also enabled McCarthy to pursue an ambitious strategy to expand up the Yellowstone franchise. He'll launch a series extension for Yellowstone over the following 3 seasons, beginning with the 1883 prequel next month, and ending with a new program that addresses a topic adjacent to the Yellowstone universe. That's what Mayor of Kingstown is. Focuses on the little villages established around inmates, which is a setting that some of the ranch employees at locations like Yellowstone could come from. "You'll see this build onto an expansive world," said McCarthy. That world could include a Yellowstone offshoot for CBS, which is currently in development. While the raw and unauthentic Yellowstone's TV-MA rating on Paramount Network wouldn't fly on broadcast TV, there are lots of characters within the Yellowstone world that could work for broadcast. While the majority of the new series will be slated for Paramount Plus, McCarthy is open to additional experimentation and content windowing throughout the broader Viacom CBS portfolio to develop audiences and lead them to streaming. Could you see 1883 on Pluto? Could you see it on our linear networks? Absolutely. If we think it's going to grow the audience, we're open to anything that is going to return the investment and make the IP more valuable, he said. The show postponed its rebranding with Paramount now. Yellowstone's success has also put a hold on plans for a huge Paramount Network rebranding, which includes a name change to Paramount Movie Network, which was meant to take place in 2021 but was postponed last year. We haven't set a date for renaming the network, and we have a bit of a pin in that until we figure out the long tail of Yellowstone, said McCarthy. But long term, he is sticking to his new strategy of focusing on TV movies for Paramount Network and moving away from shows like Yellowstone, which is the last remaining original series on the network. And even as he develops the expanded universe, McCarthy doesn't think that Yellowstone viewership has peaked yet. "We're not done yet," said McCarthy. "We're still asking, how big can we go? We think we're just at the beginning of where this series and franchise can grow to." Have you already watched the 4th season of Yellowstone? Which was your favorite part? Let us know in the comment section down below. We hope you guys liked this video. Stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.